Hello everybody, and thanks for joining me today. I'm Jim Coppinger with ZenTech Consultants, America's premier construction support and your preferred Procore partner. And I want to welcome you guys to another installment of our Procore Practical Proficiency program, which is still a mouthful to say, and I probably should have found a better name for this. I have a hard time saying that. But today what I want to talk to you guys about is the concept of project photos and how you control those with Procore. Look, one of the greatest advents in construction in the last few decades here has been the availability of smartphones and the fact that we can actually just in the field very quickly, very easily take photos of whatever we're working on and then share those, whether it be with the owner, the contractor, the GC, the architect, the designer. If you're highlighting problems, using them as part of as-builts or reports, they're an invaluable tool. The problem, of course, that we run up against is how do we control those? How do we share those photos with everybody involved in the project? How do we keep track of where they are when someone wants to refer back to them and you need to, pull them for a report or justify something, goodness forbid, in a lawsuit down the road? Where do we find them and how do we organize them without putting in a crippling amount of time to do so? And that's where Procore comes in. So what I want to show you guys today, I'm just going to go over here. And I'm going to jump over to Procore. All right, and you see I'm just in the standard ZenTech project that I've been using for all of these presentations. And the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go to my photos section. I'm just going to go under the project tools here, and I'm going to go to the photos for this particular job. And you see that what you get under each project, by default, you start off with just an unclassified folder. And before we get into actually classifying, creating folders, and handling these, one of the things that I want to show you here is if you go up to the gear icon on your photos page, right, what you're going to get here, if it decides to come up, there we go, is an inbound email address. Right? And this is great because it allows you to take this email address and you can just copy it and paste it and you can add it to your address book. And then what you can do is you can just go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new email. Right? And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of blank out my stuff here. Right? And I'll paste that email address in. And you see it's the upload email address for this particular project. Now all I have to do is put in, maybe I'm going to put in some framing photos. Okay? And I can now go ahead and I'm just going to attach those photos. I'm going to browse the PC here. And I just happen to have those sorted by type here up on my, if I can find where I put them. Here we go. Come on. Oh, they must be all the way up at the top. Where are my image files? All right, there we go, I found them. All right, so I've got some framing images, right? I just took some shots of, a particular office. I took the west wall, the south wall, the north wall, and the east wall of a room. Just 4 photos. And I'm going to email those. Rather than going through the process of trying to bring things into the office and set them in specific folders and then trying to share them with people, I can email these directly to my project. Right? And you can do this. I'm just going to hit send on that. But just keep in mind that you can do that from your mobile phone. You can do it from a tablet or a 2-in-1, anything right in the field, right? So you're eliminating the process of having to bring anything in and try and organize it in-house. All right, so the great thing then, right, is that once I'm done here, I'm going to go back, right, come out of the settings, right, and you see that now the unclassified folder, right, has 6 photos. It's put those framing photos automatically into my unclassified folder. That's where they always go when you email. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to create an album, a folder, so to speak, where I'm going to keep these. And you can sort these and name these any way you want, whether by date, by industry, by time. I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to call these my April framing. Okay? And just create an empty folder. Right? There's no photos in the April framing folder. Now I can just go to the unclassified folder. And you see here I can go in and I can put a little check mark just by hovering over each one of my framing photos. Right? I can just go in and choose the ones that I want. Just you see as you hover over each one, you get this little check box. And then up at the top, right? Once I've done that, you see my bulk actions become available. Now I can just go in and do a bulk edit on these. Right? And it becomes a very, very simple thing for me now to just go in and I can set all the different information. I can set the description, right? These are framing pics of, the North Security Office. Oops, excuse my bad typing. Right? I can set locations if I've got locations already preset in my project. I can choose which trades these apply to, so they're part of the carpenter's photos. Right? And you see here now I can select what album I want it to go in. I want those to go into my April framing. Right? I can go in and I can set whether these are, private or public folders. Do I want to have only, admins or, project supervisors able to see them, or I can set them so that everybody on the job can see them. Right? And then, I can go in here and I can just say update. Right? And then when I go back up here, I'm going to go to the albums, and you see that now all those have been moved into the April framing folder. It's now available to everybody on the job. And what's really nice about these is now I can actually click on these photos. And you see it gives me an enlarged view where I can zoom in and out. I can rotate it around if it comes in at the wrong angle. And I can go in and I can start changing and editing all the information. Right? The date they were taken, where they were. See, all the information's here. And I can even add additional comments that I want around this photo and even email those. Just using this little orange sign here to anybody involved with the project. So it becomes a very, very simple way for you to be able to take your photos, bring them into Procore, just email them straight in, and share them with everybody on the job. Right? And then when you're done, you can download them if you need to, delete them, whatever it is you need to do. And they're all structured, organized, and very easy to focus on. Right? Can save you a whole lot of time and energy. All right. So with that said, I think I hope you guys get some useful tips out of this today. All right, and again, I just want to thank you guys for being here and remind you that we're ZenTech consultants. We're Procore certified consultants, and we also offer all construction support services you might need if you guys need help with estimating or scheduling, project management, and really customizing and building your Procore workflow, so just about anything you need. So thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you next time.